Hi everyone, my name is Vladko. Pleasure to be here for the first time actually. This is a great gathering and I'm very happy to see also familiar faces. I'm leading Earn.Games. It's a gamify, edufy and DeFi platform. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of how we grew a community of about 7,000 active participants with zero marketing budget spent in advertisement nor anything of sort. So the most important thing in every project, if you want to address a community in the digital space, is to actually have the basics in order. You have to start with the very exact mission that actually appeals to your target audience. While having identified it, they also have to relate to it in order for them to come and be a part of the community and contribute to the project that you're building. So in our case, our mission is very bold. It is to alleviate poverty in emerging countries through combining gamify, edufy, and DeFi. The reason being is that we believe that learning and earning through games and educational methods will be the standard utilities of the metaverse. And thereafter, you can talk about work, jobs, and everything else. Our vision at Earn.Games is to build an equitable, value-based society. And these are things that we communicate every single day. We have about 7,000 members already that are also sneezing these valuables to our community. And when new members come in, the community take care of them and adequately adapt them into the whole environment. The values that we hold are fairness, inclusion, and transparency. And we do have performance rubrics which evaluate each and every individual and attribute a scoring mechanism to then go into the whole reward schemes and mechanics. So, building a community, it's about finding your target niche. So in your first phases, you have to identify what that target niche is and have a strong message that will be dedicated to the right audience. If your message is flawed and doesn't target the right niche, then there is an issue in terms of fine-tuning. And at Earn.Games, our first deliverable is that we are making Web3 education easily accessible for the community. Why? Well, the digital future is going to come to existence. We see all of these metaverse and play to earn and other types of, I would say, financially revolutionary projects coming into existence. And unfortunately, the youth and the adolescents are not adequately prepared for what's to come. They don't know where to find these opportunities. They don't know how to go about and disseminate between good and bad projects. Of course, that's thanks to marketing, but not going to speak about that. And we believe that the next phase of digital literacy and education is going to play a pivotal role in employing talent into the whole Web 3.0 space. So what we did in the course of a year and a half, we identified the problem. The problem of the youth and adolescents in emerging countries is that there is a lack of earning potential, both in the traditional and Web 2.0 space, and as well at some point in the Web 3.0 space. The lack of earning is also coupled with lack of learning. There is not much adequate education which appeals to the youth and adolescents. So on our right side, we have our Discord channel where we have divided it into two main categories. One is the learning environment, which is the Earn.Games Academy. And we're delivering courses on trading, Web3 basics, game development, gameplay training, and also creative design. And on the other side, we have the guild formation tools, which help our users congregate based on their skill sets, and therefore go after and tackle an economic or financial challenge. So for example, the True Guild is a trading guild. Over there, we have about 25 members of the community who want to learn about trading basics. And the top of them, top of the students, we actually deploy some capital and let them freely trade with it and then redistribute those earnings across the guild environment. Since we are tackling two industries, which the potential of is combined is around $2 to $3 trillion, and we all know that the metaverse in about 10 years' time is gonna be hopefully more than 10 trillion. That's why so many projects are coming into existence. We have identified that there is, in education especially, there is limited access to it in developing countries, and our youth are facing an outdated educational model. On the gaming side, it is a cartelized industry where only the big players get to develop and publish titles that a lot of players play and cost hundreds of millions of dollars to develop. And on the other side, you have the game devs who have very difficult in terms of, which is very difficult for them to access resources. So usually game devs tend to change their career path because they cannot succeed and they cannot get access to the giants like Activision, Blizzard, and so on. The solution we provide in 3 steps. That's the EG Academy, which we're deploying courses across the emerging countries with specific focus on Africa, Southeast Asia, India, and Pakistan. And further on, the guild formation, which is a fully automated environment where anybody can actually come in and form a guild and go and tackle a particular game, a trading environment, or a creative effort, or even go and obtain bounties for certain open source development projects. What combines all of these elements is a very sound and neat governance framework, which is divided in only 11 prime supernodes, of which 10,000 nodes belong to each and every one of them, of which Earn.Games hold 6, and 5 of them are 5 of the 11 are distributed across the community or the identified stakeholders. So in our case, in both gaming and education, we have identified 5 stakeholders. Those are the gamers, the game developers, the guilds, the content creators, and the investors. And through performance-based rubrics, we have evaluation criteria and scoring mechanisms, and we can redistribute the earnings of the whole platform across the top performance of these particular subgroups. Learning and earning. Now, this is something that a lot of the crypto exchanges are pushing, and it is a great effort. The only point there is that they're focusing predominantly on trading, right? Because that's their bread and butter business, and they need more traders in order to make money or lose money. In our case, we look at the Web3 industry at a more holistic level, and we focus on the early entrants. We focus on the more... Hello? Hello? Sorry. We focus on more complicated development. Also fun activities like creative design and gameplay training, which comes sponsored by the games that we are launching. This is the token distribution that we follow. It is a little bit on the more conservative side because around 60% of it is attributed to the reserve. 10% is given to the 5 sub-DAOs categories for them to distribute and do as they see fit in order to advance the mission and the vision and strengthen the values of the whole ecosystem. And we're deploying very little amount on marketing. The reason being is that we strongly believe that in order to build a cohesive community, you should spend much less and do a little bit more work and effort in order to generate that traction. So the journey so far, in the past couple of months, we have successfully launched an ambassadors program. And in 2 weeks' time, we received 7,000 applications. Thank you. We've launched with our partners, AfriGuild, the Web3 African Women Fellowship Program. And in about a week, we've received 1,900 applications of ladies, predominantly based in Nigeria, of which we are going to choose about 150 of them to earn up to $300 in all the environments that we have set up for them. And around 5 of the most standout candidates, of course, we will leave to the community to choose. We will invite them for about 3 to 6 months internships here at our offices at Earn.Games. We have successfully managed to build a cohesive community from scratch, and now for us all it takes is that the community takes over any new entrant coming into the platform, and the whole update or download of what we're actually doing happens very, very fast. While being in stealth, we have also opened some of the functions that we have been developing for the past year, and we have conducted successfully mystery box sales of particular play-to-earn games. And again, this is without any marketing budgets spent. And since we are still in the prep mode for the academy, we are testing few of the initiated guilds, and also we are offering trading courses to our community in the True Guild environment. The call to action that I want to echo here is actually to gamers, developers, and content creators. If you have anything to do in these 3 lanes, please come and talk to us, and we will figure out a way how to collaborate all together. Thank you so much.